annihilator cold brew?
Yes, sir.
Is anything on this car registered? No, that's the real question.
Yeah.
Oh, see, this guy's got it. He's doing it right. I like this. I like this.
Hey, you know what I'm not doing right?
What?
I don't have any cup holders.
Oh, you're lying. Well, try not to drift with a drink in your hand.
Hey, bro, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
All right, guys, welcome to today's video. If you're new to the channel, I'm Behrad, this is behradsays, and today we're actually talking about not one of my cars. Don's car has been on the channel. If you guys have been around for a while, it's been a long time since we've done any kind of videos with it, but I would think the last video was us driving in Oregon, which was like a year ago or something.
Probably over that.
Over a year ago, so it's been a long time. The car has definitely gone through some transformations and whatnot, and we finally decided that it's time to turbo this thing. So this video and the rest of the videos in this series are going to be all about the recipe and the process that we are going to use to turbo this car, the parts we're going to use, the kind of the prerequisites that we're going to go through, supporting mods, everything like that. So if you guys are interested in turboing your E36, follow this series, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let's get into it. So I'm gonna let Don kind of tell you a little bit more about his car and where it's at right now and what it is. And then, like I said, we'll go ahead and get into the turbo process. Oh, we got sprinklers coming on.
All right, so this is my E36. It's a 1999 328 convertible.
Okay, good. Nice.
For those of you who aren't familiar with the car or don't follow me on Instagram at Don Jovius, this thing is pretty simple. It's got SLR, BC coils, solid bushings all around. It's a stock drivetrain. It's got a roll bar in the back, stock shifter, ZF trans. It's got a 3.91 rear differential. Stock exhaust for the most part still has cats, still has a resonator, except there's no muffler. I just put a MagnaFlow resonator on that as well. So the one thing about a convertible is that it always has air conditioning, so there wasn't any need for that. So we went ahead and cleaned up everything on this side of the engine, so that way we got room for that nice shiny turbo we're gonna put there. Other than that, it's just got an intake, big JDM points on the intake, Mishimoto radiator, stock clutch fan. That's it, man.
So for the most part, it's a pretty simple seat time car. That was kind of the idea with this car for Don. We're gonna get back home now. We're gonna go ahead and talk about what we've done to prepare the new engine for the turbo setup. And we'll kind of go over what the plan is for all of it. We'll get a good list together. And yeah, so we'll go from there. So see you back at the house. All right, guys, so let's catch you guys up to speed with where we got this stuff that you guys just saw. So this is an M52 b28. We got this at Pick and Pull like a month or two ago, And we basically wanted to just buy a cheap, kind of low mileage engine. It came out of an automatic 5 Series. So like kind of a grandpa car, shouldn't have ever really been beat on or anything like that. And actually when we pulled the engine out, it was pretty clean when we looked under the valve cover and when we kind of got into the head and everything. This is a very like simple, mild build. Like we're not going over the top. This is supposed to be a budget-friendly turbo build that's going to be like done well and reliable, but not like blow the whole budget and go over the top and never get to afford to drive the car.
There are parts of the build that are very budget, like the junkyard engine being one of them. I think the 528 motor is probably your best candidate for doing a turbo build like this. You really don't want a 325. This is an iron block. It's got Vanos. It's really a good candidate for this, and you can still get them fairly cheap. So the plan is to keep it stock bottom end, stock top end, and we're just going to do the head gasket and studs. And I'm even doing a stock head gasket, even the turbo setup. It's just going to be a CX turbo kit. You know, we're not going over the top here. I'm not going to throw gnarly money at this. Now, that's the budget part. The not so budget part is going to be link ECU, wiring specialties harness, E85, ID injectors. And this is just coming from different things I've learned from people that have had successes and failures. And one thing I've noticed is that if you don't run E85, they blow up a lot. And good engine management is going to be really important, so we're going to go link. I'm not going to like cut any corners there. That being said, we are cutting a couple corners. You know, like I can run a stock gasket. Most people would go straight MLS gasket, but we're not going to do that. While we have the motor, we took it all apart and inspected every piece of it to make sure it's healthy. We looked at the bearings look good. We look at the top of the head gasket, everything looks like it was in decent condition. So it is a great candidate for this.
One other thing is we haven't done any like machine work on the bottom end, right? It's a fully stock bottom end, stock pistons, rods, and all that stuff. Now we did do some machine work on the head.
This is the original head we got off of our junkyard motor. I sent it off to a machine shop and it has been decked. So you can see it's really fresh here. We also had valve stem seals done. Now these are 20-year-old motors and the valve stem seals are probably pretty dry. He said when he pulled mine apart, they were really dry, pretty crusty, so it was a good thing that we changed it. And to be honest, valve stem seals are fairly inexpensive.
I know that was a lot of information, but this video is basically just a big introduction to what this build series is going to be. There's going to be a lot of episodes that's going to take us a little bit of time. It's not going to be like a one weekend project. If you guys are interested in turboing your E36 or you just want to follow along, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, make sure you like this video, and leave us a comment. Let us know what you guys think about this whole series. For me, like if you guys have been in this channel for a while, I haven't done anything other than my car for the most part this entire time, right? Like we've done a bunch of swaps on my car, we've done my JZ setup, we've done all that stuff, but we haven't really done anything BMW related. So for us to be able to do this turbo build and put it on the channel is super exciting for me. I know Don's really excited. This is like something that he's been thinking of doing for a couple of years now. It was just kind of like doing the research, doing the legwork, figuring out what's going to work and what's not going to work. And we feel like we've put together a good recipe for success with this just based on everyone else's experiences and all the research we've done. So I hope you guys are going to follow the journey. We'll hope to see you guys for it. That being said, don't forget guys, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next videos and we'll see you guys later. Peace.